Did you know that according to World Health Organization, 300 million people around the world suffer from depression? Oh my God, that's too big of a number for us to think that it's taboo to speak about this topic. Obviously, that number states that it's a topic that needs attention and needs discussion. Watch until the end because I'm going to be sharing a free guide on how you can start creating the reality you want for yourself and what actions to start taking to achieve that. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. And if you're new, welcome. On this channel, I discuss topics on how you can start living your life full of peace, passion, and purpose. So if that's what you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified every time I release a new video. If you're watching this, I'm sure you know someone who is experiencing depression or has experienced it, or that person might even be you. In this video, I will be sharing some tips on how you can be of support to a loved one during their depression. So let's get right into the tips. Number one, be an effective listener. This is actually a strong trait of mine, and I've noticed that a lot of people like to open up to me about their personal life because of this trait that I have. Even during first interactions, people will open up to me. So that's why I would suggest being an effective listener when someone is trying to speak about their depression. Don't just listen just to listen, or just don't listen and think about a long thought out response, because some people don't even want to or care about a thought out response. They just want to be heard. And someone will always know if you are effectively listening or not. When you're being an effective listener, you have to actually listen, genuinely listen to the words that are coming out of their mouth and the emotions that are linked with the words, their body language, their energy. Number two, no judgment. Nobody likes the feeling of being judged. So if you're a judgmental person, nobody's gonna feel comfortable coming to you about their issues because they already know what they're gonna get in return for opening up. There's some people who would rather suffer than to be judged by a loved one. You're adding more suffering by giving someone who is feeling depressed judgment on top of what they're already feeling. That's adding more suffering to them. And so if you're that type of person, just don't do it. Just think about something that you're not so proud of or don't really want to open up about because you know that you're gonna get judgment for it. Just remember that feeling. It's not such a good feeling, so don't do it to others. Number three, respect that person. Show that person respect always. I heard of situations when people take someone's depressive episode personally. I know situations when people will talk crap about that one person who is going through a depressive state and doesn't feel up to going out. And it's like, it's not that personal, it's not that serious. That person will come out and enjoy themselves when they feel like it, when they are up for it. So don't take it personal. It is what it is. Yes, encourage them, but if they say no, respect their boundaries. Comment down below if you agree with the fact that a loved one's depressive state is never personal. Number four, find them helpful resources to cope. Now, you can find a professional for them if you have that in your budget, but some people don't, and that's totally understandable. I know I personally never went to a professional. I never spoke to a therapist or anything. It was actually loving friends that helped me cope with it. So if you can't afford a therapist, that's all good. Just find loving friends and you could speak to them. So as a friend or a parent or sister or brother, whatever you are to that loved one, just find other resources to help them cope and find information on Google of how other people dealt with their depressive state, or on YouTube. There's so many things out there for us to research and find out and figure out how we can help a loved one. You can take them out for a walk because you know that's helpful for someone going through depression. You can buy them a book that might be helpful. So yeah, just find resources to help them cope with their depressive state, and always stay connected. That will show that person that they are not alone in their battles. Number five, don't rush them into positivity. Some people like to tell people who are going through a depressive episode to just lighten up, everything is fine, you're overreacting, or they'll say stuff like, other people have it worse. That's actually dangerous and makes that person feel even worse, because it makes them feel like what they're feeling is not valid when it really is. They're feeling that way for a reason, right? So don't rush them into feeling positive, because the gap of being in a depressive state to seeing the light is way too big for them, right? It takes time for someone to get out of depression. So be patient, loving, and understanding towards that person during a depressive episode. So those are just a few tips on how you can be there for a loved one during their depressive episode. I hope this video was very helpful. I have created a free guide on spiritual healing. If you're interested in that, go grab it, it's down below. I also have an Instagram that I'm going to link down below. If you want to ask me any questions, go ahead and reach out to me there. You're more than welcome. Please like this video if you found it helpful. And if you have any other suggestions or tips on how you can help a loved one during their depression, please comment down below. Peace and love.